Welcome back, everybody, and Happy New Year 2021. I installed a lift kit on my Miller-Matic 135 welder today. You see what I'm holding in my hand here? It's the remnants of one of the rear wheels on my welding cart. Now, I'm not talking about my old Chemtron there. I'm talking about my Miller-Matic 135, my MIG welder, which is what I primarily use for light-duty sheet metal. It's 110 volt, and it's a very, very fine welder. I've owned it for a number of years. But Miller makes darn good welding equipment, but they suck at making welding carts. I'll just leave it at that. I mean, this cheesy little wheel, both of them failed last summer. I mean, here in Arizona, we get some hot summers, and those little wheels just melted off and disintegrated. So I had this derelict air compressor, remnants of an air compressor and tank in my parts shed, and it had a couple of good wheels on it, but they were significantly larger in diameter than the cheesy little plastic wheels that came on this welding cart. So I put a lift kit on my welding cart. I put those big wheels in the back, and I was in town a couple days ago running errands, and I swung by good old Harbor Freight, and I got me some 4-inch diameter swivel casters for the front, because the existing swivel casters that were on it were just 2-inch. And not that robust. So I took them off. Well, first I put the new rear wheels on, left these on the front. Looked like a 65 Dodge Coronet jacked up in the back end. So I thought, nah, that ain't going to work. So I went to Harbor Freight and I got me a couple of 4-inch swivel casters and put those on the front. So now I got a lift kit in my welding cart. It's all jacked up. And proportionally, it looks good. It wheels around good. Raised the center of gravity a little bit, but I mean, it's pretty stable, you know. And of course, the inert gas bottle is chained on there, so it's not going to fall off. And you know, it wheels around really good. It turns, it spins, it slices, it dices, you know. So, yeah. There you go. A lift kit on a welding cart. So, that's it. I'm done. I've been over at the neighbors all day having a New Year's Day party. They're all pilots. I live at the Whetstone Air Park, even though I'm not a pilot, all the neighbors are. And so it was a day of flying ultralights and eating food and drinking beer and having a good time. And then after that was over, I came out here and finished this project up. It was a fun little project, although I did discover that the studs on those front casters were not long enough to fit through the tubular frame of the welding cart. The thread pitch was 1/2 inch 20. I did not have any 1/2 inch 20 all thread in stock, but I did have 1/2 inch 13. So I cut a length off, welded it to the end of the 1/2 inch 20, and smoothed it off. I ran a die to chase the threads and shoved it up through, and then I had plenty of thread protrusion, so flat washer, lock washer, and a big old 1/2 inch 13 nut. Them casters ain't coming off now. Okay. So anyway, that's enough of that. Little update. I hope you all have had a wonderful New Year's Eve, a marvelous New Year's Day, and we'll see you later.